Well, hello, dear friends from Khon Kaen, Thailand. So this is one of the larger cities in Issan province. I came here yesterday from Ubolratana via the bus. It was about a 4.5 hour ride on the bus. Not too bad. Pretty scenic. There's rice paddies and farms. It's a fairly kind of a agriculturally centered province. So you see a lot of farms and water buffaloes, those kinds of things. Today I am in Khon Kaen, and I am planning on renting a motorbike and heading out. They have a really cool dam that's outside of town. There's also a cool temple with a reclining Buddha that's underneath a 130 million year old natural stone bridge. But today, right now, I'm on my way to secure a motorbike if I can. There seems to be, from what I can determine near my hotel, only one motorbike shop that does rentals. So we'll see how that goes. The ratings were pretty low as well. So we'll see if I have any success along there, and then I'll take you along for the ride. So come with me as we journey through Khon Kaen and explore what the city has to offer. Okay, dear friends, I have secured the motorbike for today for my Khon Kaen visit. It is a orange beast, so hopefully I can figure out how to turn it on. The last time I rented in Ubon, took me a few minutes to figure out how to start the thing, but the lady showed me how to start this one. So I'm excited to get onto the road. So I'm about 5 kilometers from the dam. I'm just sort of out in the kind of the Thai countryside outside of Khon Kaen. And it's funny, when you're driving on a motorbike, you have a chance to just kind of pull over really quickly and just really examine the beauty. You know, there's something about a rice field, you know, and a rice paddy. You know, I'm not sure what the proper term is, rice field, rice paddy. But God, they're just so beautiful and green and lush looking. They're always and so sort of organized too, right, geometrically. And there's always such a beauty to them as you're sort of blasting by on your motorbike, and to have, you know, this as your backdrop. It's just really beautiful. Well, I made it. It's about, I would say, like 50 or 60 kilometers outside of Khon Kaen is the dam. So you can walk across the entire span of the dam out here. There's little places like this where you can come down to the water, kind of a staircase down to the water. Well, as is the case sometimes in Thailand, you go to one temple, but you end up in a different one. So I was heading to a temple that has sort of this 130 million year old kind of rock bridge, natural bridge that they built this Buddha underneath. And instead I ended up at this temple, which is, I don't really even know the name of it.
Name Wat Phutthabat.
Wat Phutthabat.
Kham.
Wat Phutthabat.
Ka. Very good.
But it's pretty nuts. There are these huge flaming hands greeting me. I don't know, they're kind of snake hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 heads on each hand, snakes. And these snakes are just, well, I'm not going to hold you in suspense. Let's take a look at it. And, you can just see, you're greeted by this massive staircase, and then these separate serpent hands that are kind of hanging out, giving you the high five, as it were, the Buddhist high five. Well, I guess and if you look in the distance at the top of this thing is this massive, it's like a white or cream colored Buddha statue. So I'm gonna make my way up these stairs and see what's at the top of this. I'd say about a third of the way up, Boy, the stairs are tiny, but there's a lot of them. So I'm a third of the way at this point. There seems to be a small branch off here. They have here a footprint of the Buddha, probably a replica like they have in Ubon. There's another kind of cool Buddha statue there. You can see how many more steps I have. They're deceptively tiny. There is kind of a cool reclining Buddha here, which I always kind of dig, you know. I just love how chill the Buddha is. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna lay here. This is cool. Check out my feet. Super happy. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, he's pretty happy, you know. And I mean, he's got this really distended belly, but he's still smiling. All right, so this is the small shrine with the footprint of the Buddha. So here it is. You can see emblazoned in gold. I do not believe this is actual size. It's a massive. Here's my hand for reference. This is a reenactment? No, replica, blown up apparently to a big size. But yeah, apparently this is what the Buddha's foot looked like. Pretty equal little toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got all 5 toes. So, well, dear friends, here at the top, I've cut out all the climbing and all the sweat and all the panting, so that all you get is just the satisfaction of being at the top of the stairs. I think that's probably worth a like and a subscribe, don't you think? I think so too. Well, here you have the view from the stairs. Let me switch this around so you can see the walk down. I mean, it's pretty substantial. Here we have the other side of the Buddhist high fives, the snake hands, and make our way up to the temple. So you'll be along for just the remaining cream off the top of the work steps to get to the very top of this temple, which I still don't know the name of.
Name Wat Phutthabat.
Wat Phutthabat.
Kham.
Wat Phutthabat.
Ka. Very good.
I'm also realizing that just to the left of the temple is a parking lot. So apparently you can drive up here and skip the steps. But there is a certain satisfaction knowing that sometimes when you do something the hard way, it feels more valuable. Swatika. Thank you. From America. Yeah. Nice to meet you. How are you? Yeah. I always like to make a visit to the temple dogs to see. You can usually tell how hot the day is by how active the dog is. This one just wants to chill. His tail's wagging though. The world famous backside of the water in the Jungle Cruise at Disneyland. Well, here is the backside of Buddha. Can you imagine the 8th wonder of the world? Maybe the 9th. As you approach the temple, you get a nice welcome from these fellas here. All of these elephants, got a monkey mother, a baby over there, and if you look just to the left of me here, look at this monkey. I mean, he is full on just living his best monkey life, gorilla life maybe. I mean, his hair is perfect. This temple is the Wat Khuean Ubolratana. Wat Khuean Ubolratana. So it has the same name as the dam. And it's just really pretty cool here. You can see behind me there's this Buddha. It's like a cream colored Buddha instead of gold, and then the dragon. God, there's a name for those. It's this sort of like pastel-y kind of color. pretty sprawling grounds. There's a large temple as you enter the property here. So a lot of this is just sort of formed concrete. You know, they sort of built up this area with some of the concrete, but it's built into and against this natural formation here, which is this natural rock bridge that the Buddha is reclining under. Here's a couple more here on this side. It's just really gorgeous. You know, I think I came in from the wrong side, but here's a little sanctuary. To enter. I'm not sure if I can get on the other side of the Buddha on this side. Yeah, I think I can. You know what's really cool about these reclining Buddhas oftentimes are the bottom of the feet, you know. I love how it's just sort of built into this natural landscape. You know, and you have this natural bridge and then the reclining Buddha that goes over it. There are people praying and meditating here, so I'm trying to talk a little quieter than I would. But that's really pretty gorgeous. Sort of serpent statues that you see at a lot of Buddhist temples. They're called nagas. They're half, supposedly, mythical, half human, half serpent. This one is amazing, you know, it just wraps around and it goes into the landscape. You can see it kind of comes back out on this side, you know, up through the trees, you know, and then dives back into the ground here, and then comes out of the ground on this side, you know, there, and then comes all the way back around this way, where its tail is exposed. It's just a great example of the use of the natural environment that they have here with the rock overhang. This is the Wat Khuean Chang Temple. Sometimes you wander into some of these temples in Thailand, and it kind of feels like, you know, when Stefan on Saturday Night Live talks about how the club has everything? Like, this place has everything. It's got transformers, it's got a giant monk's head in gold, it's got, you know, Mickey and Minnie, it's got little kids playing guitars, it's got Snow White, this awesome Naga serpent, it's got elephants and giant roosters, and boy, just about anything. You know, of course, Buddhas and a shrine to Buddhas and just a whole line of elephants. It's you know, I didn't really even research this place. I was just driving by on the motorbike and saw the glowing head from a distance, and decided to stop and see what the story was. And then to top it all off, you have this giant sculpture of a penny farthing. Is that what these things are called? Bicycles with the giant front wheel? Penny farthing? I believe that's right. Some of my bicycle friends maybe can let me know in the comments if I'm saying it wrong or right. Oh, lots of little rides for the kids that you can hop on here. Look at this. I mean, they got everything here. I mean, Stefan really should visit this place, because this is probably the most amazing happening place outside of New York City. You know, I think maybe is this one of the dinosaurs from that TV show, Dinosaurs? Maybe not. I don't think so. So this place is worth a stop just for the sheer sort of absurdity, just the confounding collection um, of things, why they're put together in certain ways. You never really know what people are thinking, but it probably makes sense, I guess. I don't really know. It's an interesting place. I'm glad I stopped. So if you're cruising through on Highway 2 towards Khon Kaen, make a stop here. I mean, at least just to take a look around. Well, hello, dear friends. So back into the city of Khon Kaen. Now this is the Bueng Nakhon street food market, night market, basically. And just a lot of different varieties of food. This one kind of gets started a little earlier. I think it starts at 4:30 or 5. Anyway, so if you're an early eater and can't wait for the later night markets, those usually open up 5 or 6 or 7. This one's open and ready to go. Lots of different varieties of food. This is mostly food. There's some also some things you can buy at the very end of the market there, but this whole strip behind me here is all food and people grilling and drinking, and they have these little seating areas right here, tiny tables that you can pull up a mat and eat your street food. So that's kind of nice to have a dedicated place. The cool thing too is that it's right on the bank of this the city lake. So there's a lake kind of in the center of Khon Kaen that just makes it just all that more sort of nice and special. I think she was saying that these aren't to eat. I have no idea what those are. Eels, maybe? Tiny eels, tiny fish. They're all here, chilling. I mean, they are at a night market. I wouldn't be surprised if you bought one and they would throw it onto the grill right there and maybe do it up. Those noodles are just amazingly, those are super green. They look really good. Looks like some grab and go sushi. These little tiny pies. These maybe tiny omelets, tiny eggs. It's some sort of steamed dumplings. So it's got the corn action. Oh, this looks really good. This is just, it's like pad thai. Yeah. There's just like a huge variety of food out here that I haven't, you know, normally you see fairly consistent things, you know. This has got just like every table is different. These are like stuffed peppers. Yeah, looks good. Is that mu or gai? Mu or gai? Mu inside? Moon? Pig, yeah. Moo! Streaky pork, chicken, and pork. Things are just stocked up, man. This stuff looks great. Wink, zap. God, look at the size of these avocados. These are great. And the pit is so small. So you have the famous or infamous durian here. And it's right next to the bug table, which is interesting. You have your choice of bugs. People love them, man. Kids love them. That guy. I just can't decide what I'm going to have to eat. I mean, there's so many great offerings here. Just my stomach is already growling looking at all of this food. I like the meats. I like the grilled meats. I like the vegetables. I like it spicy. And I like the fruits. So I think pretty much everything is covered. I like the noodles too. And I like the sticky rice. It looks like I settled with some really spicy Korean chicken and some spicy pork, some sticky rice, some fresh cut pineapple. So let's give this a shot, huh? Yeah, this food market is just huge. You know, I covered probably maybe a quarter of one side of the stalls that are here and available. You know, I'm working my way down the other side now, and it's just, I mean, it's just massive in terms of like the amount of food and variety. Even the dogs are friendly in Thailand. Look at these guys. They're so well behaved. Boy, what a great place to have dinner, huh? The sun's going down, you're right on the water. There's like a great little music playing in the background. Yeah, my dinner, which I'm totally stuffed from, you know, is a little bit more than $3. That's for the chicken, the pork, and this really lovely, you know, fresh pineapple. Oh, and a bottle of water too. So $3. I mean, it would be hard not to spend every evening down here having a different, you know, awesome dish every night. Well, good morning, dear friends. Another day, another temple here in Khon Kaen. So I'm at the Wat Nong Waeng Temple. This is probably the largest and most important temple in Khon Kaen. It's a 9-story stupa. This was originally founded and built in the late 1700s. There aren't any original buildings left from that era. The site, you know, this used to be rice paddies way back in the day, and a Naga came to one of the monks in a dream and said that there's a Naga hole here, and that this is where a temple should be built. So that is what has happened. There's also an active teaching and praying going on with the monks here. It's sort of the central praying area. People are here giving respect and receiving merit for their respect and donations here at the main sort of center of this temple. This is the view from the second floor. There are 9 total floors. Here we are at floor 3. It's nice you can exit each floor and take a look outside. This looks like maybe the last floor where you can look down from above. You know, you never lack for abundance of creativity and color in a Buddhist temple generally. Floor 4. The footage of the floors are getting more narrow. Here on floor 5, you know, you get a really expansive view of Khon Kaen and its surrounding area. Floor 6. We have looks like the important monks of history. I would probably sound just like a complete idiot talking about this stuff. I know so little about it, as well as the history. This seems like a trickster out of character of the rest. This one you got to keep your eye on, I think. All right, 7. We have the chubby Buddha. My favorite Buddha, the one I most identify with. Yeah, floor 7 here. It's getting progressively smaller and smaller. Easier to make the loop around to see. I'll give you a nice spin around once we get to the top. Here we are at 8, running out of floor space pretty quickly, getting more narrow. Up to the top, number 9, all the way to the top. The stairs are really much more steep on this side. Here we are, number 9. Well, here we are, 9th floor. I can see my motorbike from here. This offers a great, just an expansive view of Khon Kaen and the beauty around this temple. You can see behind me the city lake where the night market was or is each evening, where I had dinner last night. But it's such a great view up here. You know, it's nice to be able to get up above the city in some places and really see what's around you. And it's a great, you know, I would visit this temple for sure. I would say it's one of the can't miss spots in Khon Kaen. If you like to get up into a high spot and see the stuff around you, this is a good spot for it. So the Khon Kaen exotic animal pet zoo, it's kind of fun. You know, they got a fairly extensive bird collection, lots of fish you can feed. You get a little free food for the animals when you come in, some really succulent grass that they all seem to love. There's ponies. You like that? Crunchy. Capybara. I don't know. Is that, you find that interesting? They're like, they're kind of scratchy. Bunnies. Look how cute. This one looks like a cross between a cat and a bunny. I mean, can you see his face in there? Look at this guy. So cute. An inordinate amount of house cats in the barn in the back for whatever reason. This guy. This guy. He's like, what am I doing here? How to get in this place? Kitty, what are you doing? You're not that exotic. Maybe they're exotic cats that I don't know much about, but it's a fun way to spend the afternoon. It's a Saturday, it's quiet, it's relaxing. You can sort of stroll through the park they have here. It's nice. Would you like a little piece of grass? Yeah, would you like that? It's a fun way to find sort of off the beaten path activities here in Khon Kaen. Hey, how's it going, fellas? Somebody want some vegetarian lunch? Would you like some vegetarian lunch? Boy, these guys are just, so they got beef over here. Yeah, just a big plate of beef. Things are heating up here. The music is kicked up, and there's a total animal parade happening in front of me. I'm gonna go get into the mix. They're completely into it. They really know how to move here. No joke. The funny woolly mammoth, kitty. Kitty's crushing it. Oh, it's like a party. I wonder if the smiles are as big inside. I'm so in this mix. So it's turned into a puppet rave. I feel bad because I don't want to get in people's picture. It's hard not to just get super excited about what's happening right here. So another great activity in Khon Kaen is, because the lake is right in the center of town and there's just a really nice path that goes around it, it's not a bad idea to grab and rent a bike. You can get one at the bike shop right on the lake for 50 baht an hour. So you just put down your money, make sure you bring your passport. There's a great path that circles the entire lake here, which makes it really easy to walk or take a bike, you know, and explore the entire shoreline of the lake. There's also this really cool section here, which is like a bridge that goes over part of the lake. So that's kind of fun to take your bike across that over this this bridge and then just sort of continue around. I think this is life-sized. You know, the central Issan area is sort of known for its, there's a lot, I guess they've found a lot of dinosaur bones and fossils out here. So you'll see a reminder of that in a lot of places. This guy just towers above the lake. What a cool little sight to come across on your bikes.